Hello everyone, welcome back to Recrafted Boutique. My name's Carol, in case you don't know, and I'd like to say a warm welcome to all the new subscribers that are have just joined. It's been lovely. I've been watching my numbers grow, which is really exciting, and I hope you're enjoying the bit of recycling that we do on this channel. Today we are going to do a bit of a mass make. I don't know how many a mass make will be, but you know, more than one. Okay, and what we're going to make are these little sample booklets, which is basically using up your scraps to make things to put in your journals. So I saw Amity Bloom, Nazi, do something like this on one of her bohemian textiles. I'll link it in the description below, and I thought, what a brilliant idea for adding to journals. So I thought we'd have a go. Now I've made this. I had a bit of an envelope that I'd cut the bottom off, and I was just playing around and I sort of made this. But I think what I'm going to use is some of these ugly 6x6 papers that I'm never going to use, and I thought, what a brilliant way to use them up. I've got a basket full of like scraps of fabrics, so all we're going to do is crack on and make those. The other thing you're going to need is some scrap papers. It's all scraps. We are using up scraps. A bit of this is actually the bits I cut off when I did my printing video, and they're still lovely and ironed and flat, so I'm going to use those to stamp my words. So these ones I've got are just mini ones from Hobbycraft. And note to self, when I watch this, and reminds me to get 2 of these packs, because if you want to make something with an S like at the end, you can't. So I'm gonna, next time I am allowed out, I'm gonna go to Hobbycraft and grab another set of those. Okay, and either a stapler or your sewing machine, whichever you feel like using. Right, so let's begin. Let us begin, children. So I think I'm going to make quite small ones. So I'm just going to cut these 6x6s in half. And I know you've all got them. You've all got 6x6 paper book, you know, that you're never going to use. So if you haven't, by some strange chance, not got a... I'm just going to get my bone folder, because that's going to make life a bit easier for my poor little hands. If you have not got this, use packaging, the bottom of envelopes like I did, or the top of envelopes, any bits of card, book pages. I'm just using these up because this is what I want to use. Right, and I think the easiest way to do it is just to tip all this lot out. Okay, I love this little basket. I'm always putting little bits and pieces in that. Okay, and then you just sort of, I don't know whether to coordinate them or not, but you know, I'm just going to grab pieces. Oh, I'm not, obviously that's not going to cut, not going to rip, so we're going to cut it. And we're just going to layer them underneath there. Oh, I might colour coordinate. Look at me. Look at me colour coordinating. Make them all different sizes just to make it some fun. Dun -dun. So I don't know how many we'll make. So I'm just going to, in fact, let me put the cut end up there. And I just think they're fun little things to go in your journals. And then if you want to use the fabric, you just undo your staple and, you know, you're there. Put that on there. Threads honestly, I love frayed stuff, but honestly, the threads go everywhere sometimes, don't they? And you can make them as chunky as you like. I can't go too chunky because of my silly little stapler. It does not like going through too much. So there we go. There's one. Now what I'm going to do on each of them is, I might do this once and then we'll just carry on making the, you know, the actual things. Otherwise, you're going to be watching me do the same thing. Well, you are actually going to watch me do the same thing over and over. Yeah, I'm going to pop that onto there. Now, shall I glue it? I'm not sure whether the glue's going to come straight through the fabric because it is quite thin. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to test it with one. And then we'll see if it works. And if it does, I'll carry on. So I am going to just sort of spread it around with my finger. Pop that onto there. This is just super cute, aren't they? These are going to be... These will be coming in happy mail. If you get any happy mail off me, these will be coming in happy mail because they're just so cute. Right. I have to be careful with this one. So I'm going to do sample, but I'm going to have to take my S off and go through all the S, do all the S's at the end. Now I'm going to have to leave that to dry because I'm not using my Memento because it's absolutely faded. But what do you think? And if you want, once it's dry, obviously, you just pop, you can pop just one piece on the back for writing, or you could put like a little booklet on the back. Yeah, never thought of that. I just did. So we're going to leave that one to dry for one moment and we're going to crack on and do another one. So again, just fold it over, however big you want. You can do these whatever size you like. You know, whatever your, if you've got packaging, do them that big. But I'm thinking that I'm probably going to want these to go in a journal pocket. I'm thinking I'm going to be doing with mine. Well, not all of them, obviously, but you know, some of them. Let's just cut some of that because it's a bit big. Oh. I'm making more scraps. I am trying to think of ways to use my scraps up. Hence all the use up your scraps videos that are coming at you. A bit of this, whatever this is. I can't say it. Right, I'm going to try. Chomp loyal. Chomp. You know what I mean, don't you? You just listen to me struggle. It's fine. I don't mind. How about we put a big piece of that at the bottom first? Because, you know, this, it's not like you're not going to use these. You can just look at them. Or, you know, you can... What have I not used? That bit of blue. Let's have a bit of blue going down there to match the blue that we've got. I'm not worried if it's not, you know, perfectly straight, because that's not the point. The point is I'm supposed to be using up the scraps. Yep. Not making more, Carol. You know, there we go. Beautiful. And just a staple. As I say, I'll do the rest of the labels afterwards, but you know, we're going. We're off. So let's get another piece. I mean, I'm not going to use this. Well, I might, I suppose, but I'm using it now, aren't I? I'm using it. And that's the point. to use your stash. I am getting to that point where I really do need the car boots to come back on. Last year I managed to get to a couple and I was very grateful. What's that? Oh look, I already cut that out for something. That could go on, couldn't it? But if they don't come back this year, I'm going to be quite short on supplies. Even my scrap store is not open, which is, you know, where I get a lot of my paper and the envelopes and things like that. You know, because they come in from companies that, you know, have either made mistakes on them or they, you know, they just don't use them anymore. Yeah, I don't know if there are any scrap stores in your local areas, if you're in the UK, obviously. But if you look them up, you may find that there are some around you. So, you know, just have a look on Facebook. I think I found mine. And I didn't even know, you know, that such a thing existed. And then my my friend at work said, oh yeah, I've been going there for ages. I'm like, well, why didn't you tell me? You know, oh, really? Some people are very strange. You know, there's me asking them all for old magazines and any junk mail they get that they don't want. And they don't think to tell me that that I can go to an actual store that sells loads of rubbish. But it's fine. I'm there now. That's folded over, but that will go up there. Oh, I'm loving this. I'm going to put a yellow one on there as well. I could put that there. How cute are these though? I am thinking this is going to be my new way of using up scraps. I quite like having that there. I might leave that. All the bits. All the bits. Can't see my green now, but it doesn't matter because I know it's there. Get one more bit on. Maybe a bit of lace. Oh, how about that? Just a bit of lace. A bit of lace makes everything nice. I have to press quite hard with this. Oh, hang on. Here we go. You knew it wasn't going to be one of my videos without something going wrong, didn't you? There we go. Right, let's carry on with this one. I have some weird and wonderful fabrics here. Look at this one. Where on earth this come from? But, you know, let's do something with it. Even if you never use it again and it just sits in your journals, it's still making your journal look really pretty. You don't have to coordinate the colours. I might put that in there like that. How about that? That's super cool. No, 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 no. Okay, we're going with it. Could have put something on top of that, but, you know, I haven't. Right, let's make a different size. Because what I'm imagining with these is you get a pocket and then you just slide that bit, sort of, say your pocket's there, you just sort of slide that down there and have that over the top. I think that would look like really cute. Right. So, anyway, I hope you are crafting along with me. Whether you're doing this or, you know, doing your own thing. But I really quite enjoy doing mass makes. It's always good, isn't it, to have some to-go things, like generic to go in your journals. I've done a couple of things. Right, I love this. I've got a whole bed sheet with this on. I find that the cheapest way to buy fabric. If you spot like a duvet cover, or you know, I don't suppose they have sheets in this sort of thing anymore, but you know, if you see a duvet cover that you like the pattern on, that is a lot of material in one of those. A lot. So, you know, it's worth grabbing them. So what is everybody up to? Let me know in the comments what project you're working on. That'd be cool. Because you watch me do all mine all the time. It'd be quite cool to see what you lot are doing. You know, and if you're doing something that you want me to have a look at, then, you know, ping me on Instagram, because I am on there as well. Oh, that didn't cut very well, did it? This one's going to be a bit different, isn't it? It's going to have two separate bits on. Oh, let's use the rest of this up. It's a bit funny there, but you know, that's just where it's all frayed. So what's been happening to me just lately? Nothing. We're not really doing anything in the UK. We're all on hold. We're on hold and waiting for perhaps maybe for the, you know, vaccine to work, get enough people immunised so we can go back to some sort of normality. You know, basically all I do is go to work, come home, go to bed, go to work. It's not a very exciting life. And I really, really want to get back to doing some sort of outside stuff. We're not even allowed to go out for like walks with our friends anymore. People are getting fined for meeting up with people and having a cup of coffee. It's absolutely crazy. Even though you're sitting like, you know, miles apart. So we can't even go for a walk in the forest with my friend without, you know, and have a cup of tea without, well, we take a flask because obviously there's no cafes open where we go. But, you know, you can't do anything. It's not a nice way to live, is it? It's really not. Oh, should have known better, shouldn't I? That wasn't going to cut. So, yeah, we're all hoping that, you know, we'll be getting some sort of normality back soon. We need it, don't we? Anyway, that's enough about that. That's too boring. Too boring and very depressing. So, what else? I am looking forward to... What am I looking forward to this year? I think I would like... Oh, shall I make a really big one? That's going to be too big. I'm going to have to cut just some of this off. Well, obviously looking forward to being able to go out. But I'm also looking forward to getting my caravan out and going somewhere. Because, you know, well, I think most of you saw my my little caravan we bought just in between the lockdowns. At the end of last season, we went and bought a caravan, and at the moment it only has one wheel on because the mechanic is sorting out the brakes and things, and he started doing that before Christmas. And I haven't seen him since, because now we're in another lockdown. I'm not quite sure whether he's coming back just yet. So, you know, our not that we can go anywhere anyway, so it's not such a big deal, but it would be nice, you know, to get it sorted, just so you know you can go. Look at that big piece. It's a bit too big, isn't it? I don't know. Well, I don't know what I'm doing. Let's put this one on. That's nice. This is like going to be like a brown coloured one. Ooh. Oh, it's little cats. Look at that. I'm going to put that on as well. And maybe a bit of lace. I never know which way up lace goes. And put a couple in that one because it's quite a wide one. I might make a mini one now. These are really easy, aren't really quick and easy. I'm liking them. Oh, I've got some really weird coloured card here. Look at this. What on earth is this? Would I actually use this anywhere? No. No. But this will be perfect because you don't see most of it. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. Not getting COVID, that would be good. Yeah, excuse the coughing. You'll all be safe because you're the other side of the camera. You'll be perfectly safe. But yeah, I don't really want to get it. Obviously, my my operation, I presume, has been cancelled again. I'm not certain because they don't actually send out a letter saying your operation has been cancelled. You just sort of, you know, the NHS is swamped. So you know, it's not on. So I'm sort of back in limbo again with that. So looking forward to having that done at some point. Not looking forward to the operation, but I'm looking forward to, you know, the lack of pain, which would be good. And being able to do stuff again, which will also be good. What are you all looking forward to doing? What's the first thing you're going to do when lockdown is finished? What would you do first? Just curious. Oh, I'm back talking about lockdown again, aren't I? I don't want to talk about it. Well, okay, shut up, Carol, and think of something much more interesting to talk about, like crafting. How it has kept me sane throughout all this, and I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one. Oh yes, I do have something exciting. Oh, yes, I remember. I was going to tell you, and then I forgot all about it. But I have treated myself. Da, da, da. You know, I never buy art supplies, really. I never buy, like, new stuff. I like to recycle, but I have treated myself to a jelly plate. I know. I have been watching people on YouTube doing jelly printing, and it is something I think I would quite like. So, and it's come. It came, and I am super excited to try it out. It is only a tiny little one. It's a 5x7, just to see if I like it first, because, you know, I don't want to spend, they're like 60 quid or something for the big ones, which is totally ridiculous, really, for a bit of jelly, basically. So I'm going to have a go with that and see what I can play with. So as well as ordering the jelly plate, I also got ordered a whole bunch of new paint from Hobbycraft. I know, naughty or what, but I am so excited. They haven't arrived yet, so I've got to wait for those before I can play with my new jelly plate. But be assured that there will be jelly plate videos coming up. I'm sorry if you don't want to watch them, but I think they're going to be fun. And I'm gonna practice before I come on and show you guys, because obviously I'm not I'm not very good at that sort of stuff. I don't think my thing can go through that. I really don't think that will work. Oh, look at that. That's cool. I'm gonna put that in. So yeah, that's exciting, because I never buy myself anything. And I thought, you know when sometimes you just need to cheer yourself up. That's what I did. Oh, look at that one. That one's pink. Yeah. So that is something I'm looking forward to doing. I'm hoping they're going to arrive by the weekend, so that I can have a good old play around with them. Any of you got jelly plates can offer me any words of wisdom, I would be very grateful, because obviously, quite new at this. I want to have a little play at mixed media. I think that would be quite a cool thing to get into as well. So I just when you just want to try something new. And of course it will go with the junk journals, because you can use the jelly plates as sort of background pages, which will be awesome. Oh, might not be able to put that in. See, I am throwing away little bits as well, as you may be able to see. And all the time we're just picking away at these little bits, which is, they won't cut with them. So there we go. Well, that's upside down. Does it matter? No, not really, but I'm going to turn it round anyway. I think I've started moving them across, haven't I? I mean, how cute are these? I don't know how many you've made. How long have we been going? Nearly half an hour. Right, I will do one more, and then I'll put the words on, and we'll see how we go from there. Quite like this. This is super cool. And some of this goes nicely. It's not like it needs to match, but it's quite cool. You spend more time taking the threads off than doing anything else. Oh dear. Right. Oh, that's nice and dark on there, isn't it? Let's put you up there, and let's get a long piece. Oh, all the threads. If I'd have known this was going to be so messy, I'd have probably cut a few before I started. But you don't. I think one will be sufficient there. Right. Okay, let's move some of this out the way. Where's my little basket gone? Let's put some of this away. I may make some more when I'm off camera, because always handy to have. Right, let's get them out the way. So we've got the original one. That's worked out fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, 11. Wow, that's not bad going. So I need to stamp 11 times. Okay. Try not to get it on my thing. I had to cover my table. Oh, it's such a mess. It is such a mess. So these are just bits of fabric, bits of cotton. So and I mean, these are the ones I used to print. I did tell you that, didn't I? I can't remember. I can't remember. Ah, don't put the ink down. Oh, right. So what I'm going to do, I think, how many times? I've got to do 11, haven't I? Oh no, 10, because I've got one. I've got to leave a room to put another S on the end. I'll go up here. I don't know if I can get 2 on there, so I'm going to just stick to this. And how many is that? 8, 9, 10, and 1 for luck. Right, and how I've put these together is I've just sellotaped them, and usually I'll leave like a bit that I can grab, and of course I haven't. Is that it there? I think that's it. So I sellotape them together so that it doesn't take me forever stamping like every single one. So now this is a tricky bit where you've got to line it up. So I have a spare. Oh. Whoops. And you know what? I'm not that worried if it doesn't go exactly, because it's more, it just looks more homemade, doesn't it? Oh, I've got to do the one that we've already made somewhere. There we go. Okay, let's put this ink away before I get it on everything. And what I really want is my fabric scissors, but I haven't got them. So I'm going to have to use these little baby ones. I don't know if this will rip. No. Right, I'm going to have to grab my fabric scissors. I can't cut with them little tiny ones. I am back. Didn't take long. Right, let's cut these out. I mean, if your fabric is already thin, you don't need to cut it. But obviously mine were in thicker strips. So I've got some more there. Whoopsie daisy. Oh, see, you know I can't cut in a straight line. So there we go. I know one of them was very small, so I'm not sure if I can fit this on. But it doesn't matter. They don't need to have this on the top. I just thought it would just finish them off. Oh, and cut them in. Cut them up. I may need to cut some of them smaller, but we'll get to that in a minute. Obviously being very quiet now. I don't know why. Concentrating on cutting so I don't cut my fingers or anything. Right, glue, and we'll just power through these. So whether they're going to fit on, I think some of them may need trimming slightly down, but you know, we'll get there. I mean, you can back them as well, couldn't you? Whether that would not, that would look good. Let's have a go. Just, you know, it's just the options when you're doing these sort of things. And I usually come up with a few after I finish filming, obviously. And then you guys will take it and you'll come up with even better ideas. Which is absolutely brilliant. I love that. I mean, you could ink around this as well now, couldn't you? To make it stand out a bit. Right, don't use those scissors. And this is off the same paper pack, I think. This glittery sort of thing. I don't really do glitter. Just cut that off a bit. This is, I'm not going to do a lot of these with you guys because I think you're going to be bored. I think you're going to be bored. You've already listened to me prattle away for like half an hour. Do you know what would look quite nice on there? This is a Pam thing. Where's me? I do have some liquid pearls because one of my lovely people, was it Catherine, sent me some. I had some, but I didn't have some real ones like those. I thought, oh, pink. I don't think we want green. So I'm gonna see. this could be fatal, couldn't it? Right, let's just test this on a scrap bit. If it's going to be, oh, I don't know, it might be nice. I thought I might just put some around the edge. I'm not very good with these, but you know, we'll see. Just as a little something else. Whoops. Yeah, you see, I'm not very good at this. If you want to see how to do this properly, Pam at the Paper Outpost is a master of this thing, of whatever these are called. Drops, pearl drop things. I just remember to use them very occasionally. Not very well. I just sort of give you a laugh. You probably get, what the blooming hell is she doing? Right, I think there's like bits and everything on there. But I think it looks quite sweet. Oh, it's getting quite dark. I think it's, let me just turn the light on. Come on, light, on you come. There we go. I didn't realise how dark it was getting then. Right, I need to put that safe away. Let's do another one. That's quite a small one, isn't it? I don't want to be cutting away again. Right. I'm just going to pin it on. Just pop it on. I just think they need a backing, don't you? You could back it with more fabric, I suppose, and use up some more fabric. Now, there's an idea. Let's do that. Let's see what it looks like. Let's get this. You don't want them all looking the same. And, you know, you can stop at any point when you're making these. You could just stop like that. And then, you know, that's going to smudge, isn't it? Because I'll wet it now. Look, my fingers covered in glue. If you stopped at that point, you could then finish them off however you wanted. I think I'm going to smudge that. That's not good, is it? Let's see what it looks like. I may not stick it down. I'm just going to see what it looks like. It's just, you know, it's only bits of scraps, isn't it? Oh, looks cool. I think if you use one of the scraps that you've actually used in the, you know, in your samples, it will look quite cool. Right, I'm going to leave that to dry as well, safely out the way. And I'm going to do, I'm actually going to throw that away. Look, it's gone. Because you can't write, there's no writing space. Now, I don't know if you need writing space on everything. But what about if we did this and just, while the glue is down the bottom, or not? Just a bit of scrap of paper. There you go. So once that's done and you've got your word on, you can put any word on. Fabric, samples, scraps. And then you could turn it over and you've got a secret journaling space as well. Right, I think I'm going to go wash my hands. I am going to finish these off. And I may pop back when they're all done. But I think you've seen them now. I don't think we need to come back, do we? But yeah, I hope you have a go, or that you've been playing along. That would be really cool. I'm going to have a little play and see what else I can make, you know, along these lines. And thank you for joining me, guys. I really appreciate you coming and watching. And I hope you've enjoyed it. I will see you all again very soon. Okay, and bye for now.